Target. Oh yes, $60 to $70. They sell this guy. I found 3 at Target. Cue the intro. Good to go. What is up, guys? Arolf here, back again with another video. Today we'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Series 2-pack, Marvel's War Machine, and Iron Man Mark 27. So let's get started. Alright, now before we take a look around the packaging here, I just like to compare this guy with this 3-pack here, and you can see how massive the 3-pack is compared to this 2-pack, and you can see how the thickness is a little bit different. And what I also like that they did is how the Marvel Legends 2-pack has the red coloring, and the 3-pack has this, oops, you can't see that, the blue coloring, and I just like the differences between those. Kind of a nice touch for Hasbro right there. Alright, so taking a look around the box, on the top you get the Marvel Legends series logo, on the bottom Captain America Civil War and the Avengers logo as well, with the names of the 2 figures. On the side you get a picture of the figure with the logo, same thing on the other side, the picture of the figure and the logo. On the back you get 2 pictures of the figures with a brief description, so pause if you want to read that. And yeah, so let's get this guy out of packaging. Alright, so comparing the 2 figures, the Iron Man Mark 27 and the Iron Patriot, basically the same figures, same articulation. The one thing that I like about this figure is the vibrant color schemes. I really like this. Based off the Art of Iron Man 3 book, the Mark 27 is actually the disco armor, which is really cool. Now, just taking a look at one of his accessories here, you can see it is the Gatling gun, which is a nice kind of goldish tan color, and it has a metallic look to it, which is really cool. Really basic. Just going over the articulation here real quick. So the Gatling gun can be pegged on both sides like so. It does rotate all the way around. It has a joint that goes up and down, and it has a ball joint at this part as well, the Gatling gun, like so. His head does go up a fair bit. If you want to do some flying poses, you can achieve that, but his head will pop off like so. And his head will look down really far. It does turn all the way around. His arms are hindered by these shoulder pads, which are made out of a soft rubbery plastic. They do rotate all the way around. They go out that far really high and down that much. He has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. He has a wrist rotation, which bends down and up, not that much. He has a chest articulation, which can go forward nope, not at all. I tried. But it goes back a lot because it's on a ball joint. And his legs go forward that far and go back that much. He can do the splits. He has a upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and his feet go down and up with no ankle pivot, which is unfortunate for this reused figure. So one of the things that is cool about this figure is how they got the detail across. I like how they added the orange on the knee pad right there, or the joint, which is really cool, and the touches of silver there. And you can see how this silver is not protruding through this other joint right here in the inside of the forearm and the outside of the forearm like that. It's a nice touch. Just a really nice, vibrant figure. But unfortunately, it is a reuse. Alright, so before we take a look at War Machine, let's take a look at his accessories here. Starting off with the fist. Basic fist. I wish that they painted the arc reactor, but that's okay. Now he has 2 batons here, one which he could hold for battle and one that folds up. Now the folded up one is purposely folded up because it's for storage on his back, which I'll show in a bit. He has 2 forearm cannons which could be stored on the side of the thighs of War Machine, and one is actually, I don't know if you can see that, it's labeled right, and the other one is labeled L for left, which is a nice touch. Then he has his Gatling gun here, one that's fully springed out and one that is for storage like so. So this one is for the one that if you want the Gatling gun like folded up for storage. So you could put the Gatling gun right here like so, but it's very loose. You could see I have it on, but just a slight tilt and it's off. And if you want, you could use this folded up Gatling gun and attach it right there like so, which is nice and snug, which will never come off. But the one thing is you can't put this Gatling gun on the other side because that is meant for the baton here. So the folded up baton goes in like so. You could also put the baton on one of these backpack things. And if you want, you can make him look like he's about to grab the baton. If you don't want him putting this other regular baton here. So you can go either way, but it's a little bit stiff, but you could still pull it off. So there's the two together. Now for the Gatling guns here, you can attach it on the side here. So if you see it says right, you attach it on here. They have tabs on the sides here, which you could just simply tab on the thighs. So this is War Machine without any weapons deployed. It's just regular War Machine just walking around. So with him in battle mode, he would have his Gatling gun on, which I'll put later. I'll put this like so. There's a tab right here, and you just tab in like so. Just tab it in like so. Flip out that little magazine, and be warned that these magazines do fall off really easily, just like so. So be careful if you're posing this guy, because you don't want to lose a piece. Okay, my mistake. As I was just folding this in here, you can't actually get it in all the way. It's just the angling is that you have to push it back a little more so the Gatling gun will not fall off. Sorry about that, guys, my mistake. But here is War Machine fully weaponized and loaded. And here are the two pals together, War Machine and Iron Man. And it's really cool, and I really like this figure. Alright, so getting a closer look at War Machine here, starting off just by saying that this whole figure is super metallic. Even the black is metallic, and you can see how there's a metallic sheen to it, and it looks really nice. Alright, so starting off with the head sculpt. Really nice looking head sculpt. I believe this is a new War Machine head sculpt. Looks really cool. The backpack here with some exhaust. Really like the detail there. You can see the Lieutenant Colonel James Rhodes. You can see the little name is a little bit messed up. The Rhodey name. And the stars. You got 003. His torso. Nice metallic sheen. His forearm guns look really cool. I really like this nice silver paint here. Gives the gun area more depth. The back, you'd see that's where you would attach his side cannons here. His knees, they look really bulky. His back, there's some rivets in there. Really nice detail. On the bottom, he does have peg holes, and you can see the arc reactor there. And I almost forgot the inside of the forearm here. Looks really nice. See his arc reactor there. And yeah, really nice detail throughout the whole figure. Really detailed, well painted. And he is quite bulky. Comparing him to Iron Man here. See, he's really bulky. Alright, so for War Machine's articulation here, his head is on a ball hinge joint, but just the way it's shaped, he could barely look up. He could look down a lot. He could rotate all the way around, and he has a little head pivot side to side. His arms here are really hindered by this shoulder guards. Really can't go farther than that. You can see the range there, but that's how high they can go. They could still rotate all the way around. It's just that it's hindered by that. It can go out that far, down that much. It has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows which bend a fair bit, kind of a 90-degree, more than a 90-degree bend, but that's okay. His wrists can rotate all the way around. They point down like so and out. And what I like about this one is they have a nice rubbery piece right here for his hand to do a repulsor blast kind of. His chest here, it does rotate all the way around. It could bend down, not even a bit. Bend back, not even a bit. So you have limited range in the chest. His legs kick forward that far. They don't kick back that much. They go out that far. He can barely do the splits. Has a upper thigh swivel like so. And one thing to note is when you're having these Gatling guns attached on his leg here, be sure to watch out when rotating these, because when you do rotate it in a specific angle, this will pop off like so. So be careful with that. He has double jointed knees, really good right there. And his feet here, kind of a weird joint. It has this two ball joints, and I don't know how to explain it. It's just two ball joints at the end. It's one rod with two balls at the end. So that's kind of a weird joint. So it can go forward and back, side to side. Has angle pivot. But once you move it all the way up, it just pops off easily. I don't know why they chose this joint, but I guess it gives a little more dynamic range to War Machine. And here's just a quick size comparison between Team Iron Man. This is mainly what I got. I do not have a Black Widow or a Vision at the time of this recording, but this is what I have right now. Hopefully it looks pretty dope, because it does to me. Oh yeah, before I forget, this War Machine has up and down articulation at the Gatling gun and does rotate all the way around just like so. Final verdict, this 2-pack, I guess it's okay. If you really want the War Machine, go ahead. He's a great figure other than his worst articulation. But other than that, his accessories make it up for it. But as for Disco here, or Mark 27 Iron Man, I wish that they used a different armor other than this. I can't believe they actually reuse the exact same armor. I think that's just lazy of them. But it's still a great 2-pack for only $40. I would say just go out and find it at your local Target, and please do not pay for those expensive prices. And yeah, that is it, guys. Hope you guys like it. Be sure to rate, comment, subscribe. Click the link down there in the description box if you want to see a photo gallery. And yeah, that is it, guys. Arolf Mora signing out. Peace.